everyone.
On live.
Welcome to the This is Fecked podcast.
This is fact.
My name is Mischief and this is...
Soronzo. More about it later.
Okay, we'll discuss...
Just focus on this dildo that I'm holding and speaking
that's
into.
true. Imagine we've already made enough money to buy ourselves a new mic.
This is the third mic setup.
This
in
is the third mic.
episode.
It is.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, I think the one thing that you can definitely gain from all of this is that our production quality, it might not get better, but it'll constantly change.
It'll constantly change as we, experiment.
Experiment, man.
Just, unless, if you have a shit ton of money, you can get a studio, get good mics so the both of us, get headphones.
I want headphones.
I want headphones.
Why?
I just want them.
But I think, okay, if I look at your head, right?
Yeah.
Your small head. And
people would beg to differ.
Not talking about your...
I've been told.
I'm not talking about your big head. I'm talking about your small head.
It is big. 3-inch pinch. Nah.
Why?
But yeah. But people would say that I have a big head.
Nah.
If I go bald, if I do that cut, then you'd see it.
Yeah, because I'd see the contours of your
Exactly.
head.
This is just hair.
I don't think anyone wants to see the contours of your head.
They probably will.
No.
I'm planning to fucking go short.
Bro, you do realize people who go down that path are the ones who have a balding issue.
I may or may not have a balding issue.
Nah. If you had a balding issue,
I don't.
you'd probably be like Pablo.
Shout out Pablo.
Shout out to Pablo, man. Pablo's a friend of ours. We love you.
Nah, I don't. Fuck off.
One of us loves you. Any more words you'd like to give to Pablo?
Nah. I wouldn't like to abuse him at the expense of our viewers' time. He's not worth their time. He's just not. We shouldn't waste any more time on him.
Okay, yeah. Okay, moving outside of Pablo. Because he used to be a fat cunt.
But yeah.
Oh, fuck. Welcome to the third episode.
This is the third episode. And I'm sad.
Why?
Portugal lost right now.
Yeah, Portugal lost.
I wanted Argentina and Portugal, bro. That would have been a banger final.
I knew in my heart of hearts that Portugal was not going through.
Bro,
Ask me why.
Why?
Okay, first of all, Morocco is a team possessed. Number one.
Is what?
Is a team possessed.
Okay.
Number two, it is possessed by the spirit of Islam.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, for those of you who don't know, Christianity is the world's largest religion. Right? It's huge.
Yeah.
Islam is the second biggest.
Surprisingly so. I didn't know that until right now.
It's in the bloody billions, obviously. So, imagine the entire Islamic world is saying, Morocco.
Hi, Morocco.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's less of a fight about it's less of a fight for an African team is winning more so and a Muslim team is winning, honestly.
Bro.
But yeah, the power of Islam, man.
And they're in Qatar, so
Allah has got Morocco, man.
They've got their back. Yeah.
No cap.
He's got their back. But no, I'm sad though. I really wanted that.
I think whatever does happen, even if Argentina goes ahead or if it doesn't, the fact that Argentina went ahead of Portugal in terms of the World Cup standings, it's going to put Messi as the greatest of all time. You think?
I mean, nah.
Why?
Because it is essential to have World Cup stats. But overall stats as well,
Yeah, but overall, see, if you see...
if you look at it that way, that, both of their careers are ending pretty soon. And this is the last World Cup that they're ever going to play. Then definitely.
Yeah, but
yeah.
like overall goals wise, Messi's ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But international goals wise, Ronaldo is the world's highest scorer.
Yeah.
Enough about them.
Yeah.
You can catch them on whatever sports or news channel you're gonna watch tomorrow or whenever you watch this.
This is a sports podcast now.
Nah, fuck that. This is Fecked.
LeBron James.
One of the things we did want to do is discuss our muse for the week.
Yeah, we didn't upload that episode.
We haven't.
We
haven't uploaded anything. True.
But we're gonna flood it, so
yeah.
Who gives a shit?
As soon as you see this is Fecked, you're just gonna see like 1,000 slides of content below.
I mean, not thousands.
It's okay. They'll manage.
I mean, I'm expecting like 15 shorts per episode, so around 45
absolutely.
shorts.
100%.
Yeah, 45 shorts and then 3 long form videos.
I think the only tragic part about our podcast is that, like, unlike most other podcasts, like, you can't really watch it and go to sleep at the same time.
Yeah, no.
You know why? Because of this.
if you do, you're fucked in the head.
Yeah, like, there's some people who like loud noises when they sleep. Like, 5 industrial fans. Like that dude, binging with Babish. Apparently dude has like 5 industrial fans on when he's going to sleep.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, that's a madman.
Yeah, fun fact about Babish.
That is a madman, bro. I cannot sleep with too much noise.
I think to a certain degree, I also like loud noises when I'm falling asleep. It's sort of like...
Are you talking about your girls moaning?
No, I'm serious. Just like...
loud noises.
Not loud noises, like loud ambient noises.
I said loud.
Loud ambient noises.
So like industrial fans.
No,
what would you be able to?
Like this one fan here.
So like white noise. Something that can be ruled off as white noise.
Well, white noise is irritating.
Yeah.
Like it's not ambient, like people put it on for a purpose and that pisses me off.
That's true. Like it's just there, you get used to it.
Like I could fall asleep by the side of a road.
Yeah, would you derive pleasure out of loud noises when you're sleeping? Or do you think people derive pleasure that, makes them go to sleep better because of the noise?
I don't know the science behind it.
I mean, I'm intrigued.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah. That dude is fucking sleeping with 5 industrial fans.
Yeah.
Is either... No, I'm not gonna say the word.
He wants the bald head he has the bald head that you want.
Fair enough.
Maybe you're bald, you suddenly want loud noises when you sleep.
There's not enough. Yeah, sound waves aren't bouncing off my head.
Yeah. But yeah, back to muses of the week.
Yeah, muse of the
week. I want
Onzo
to start this one.
Nah. You're gonna start it.
No.
Yes.
Fine.
That was easy. Persuasion 101. Know you.
Oh my god. Well.
Since we don't really have that introduction in, we probably are gonna put it out as shorts. Do you want to do a quick
introduction
for what Muse of the Week is?
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Like, let's just do quick minute 2.
Quick intro to Muse of the Week.
Yeah.
Muse of the Week is essentially one particular topic, person, animal, thing, whatever else that floats your boat, suddenly catches your attention and has you completely enthralled, right? So for the entire week, somewhere at the back of my mind, regardless of what you do, you're like, okay, what, this is interesting. This is something I want to keep knowing about. This is something I want to become. I am absolutely fascinated by it. That is the Muse of the Week.
That is the Muse of the Week. It's basically something that spikes our interest, that's it.
Yeah.
Throughout the week, and we just sort of let out whatever we learned about it, whatever we know about it during this segment of the podcast. And yeah, obviously we got the rabbit hole, so yeah.
As you can see, the first 9 minutes and 46 seconds of the podcast were completely full of rabbit holes.
I mean, it's okay. It's a good introduction.
Let's move past that.
Why do you want to move fast, bro? Fuck it.
Because the Muse of my week is Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, yeah.
Okay, so fun fact about this dude, he was once supposed to become a priest.
The fuck?
He's
a Scientologist, isn't he?
I'll get to that. He was in practice and he was training to become a priest.
Okay.
And suddenly he got into movies.
Okay.
Fun fact about Tom Cruise, he's not American, he's Australian. Exactly. I didn't know that. But I actually dug deep into him and yeah, so this dude, like the reason he's so fascinating to me is the sheer amount of things he's done in life. And I say sheer amount of things he's done in life that he's actually gained mastery of.
Oh yeah.
So for example, this dude can drive commercial planes. This dude can drive commercial.
He learned flying when he was shooting first Top Gun, right?
First Top Gun, exactly.
Yeah.
He learned how to fly then, and it sort of like went on from there. Like this is a man who is equivocally known as a guy who does his own stunts. Like, like the term does his own stunts.
That is probably the only thing that stands out that I know about him.
Exactly. So he's a phenomenal actor, obviously, but he likes to take everything that his role would need and actually trains for it.
That is immersion, though. Like, I think if any actor would go to the length of learning how to fly just to portray a pilot, a fighter jet pilot, I mean, you're probably gonna add more substance to your acting.
Absolutely. Like, okay, so Top Gun Maverick, which came out this year, he actually partly trained all the other actors to actually fly the fighter jets.
I did not know that. That's sick.
Yeah. So, I mean, outside of this, you've seen this guy climb the Burj Khalifa in Dubai.
Yeah.
That was for one of the Mission Impossible movies.
Fuck.
Exactly. For the new Mission Impossible movie, he's evidently riding a train for some reason.
What?
He's riding a train. He's both driving the train and riding on top of it. Something else happens. I don't know the plot of the movie. Yeah.
What the fuck? Is this man just bored and trying out things?
I don't know. So, the thing is that all of this really began in his life once Scientology got a hold of him. Right? So, what at least Tom Cruise says is that Scientology sort of gave him the tools, the tricks, and the sort of means to really unlock his brain, his soul, like the meaning of his existence.
Fun fact, the only thing that I know about Scientology is from South Park.
What?
Yeah. I didn't really ever had it in me, or just, it never appealed to me enough to look it up. But yeah, I just know from South Park that they're a cult.
Like, what else did you find out apart from the fact that they're a cult?
Just that. You know South Park, bro.
Yeah,
they make dumb jokes. They're gonna stick to the fucking stereotypes.
Dumb but deep.
Dumb but deep.
Yeah, dumb but deep.
I mean, they're smart jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
Coming on to Tom Cruise. So,
sorry to cut you off, but do you know about Scientology that you can?
A bit.
Alright.
A bit.
What is it basically?
So
just give me like a 30 second.
At least from what I know, which is very brief, is that it was a religion that was formed in the 1900s. So this was just the last century. American dude, as is the case with most evangelical religions in the world. And he says that he essentially proselytized another version of the creation of the world story.
Alright.
But this time, this one also had to do something with the aliens.
With the aliens?
With the aliens, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so aliens are like, at least to a certain degree, a part of Scientology.
Is Area 51 owned by Scientologists?
Honestly, bro, with the kind of money they have, I won't be surprised.
Bro, that's insane. Like, imagine having a philosophy where aliens, extraterrestrial life, is a pillar of it. I'm not sure how much of a pillar it is.
It makes sense. Though, Like, usually, like, religions in some way, manner, or form, always say that, they had, like, these weapons, they created floods, they brought the heavens down.
That's true.
Kratos from God of War is part of some religion at this point.
Boy!
Yeah, like, what they sort of all infer in some ways, and you can learn more about this from people like Graham Hancock or Randall Carlson. probably have already heard them on the Joe Rogan podcast.
I haven't.
Very, very, very fun people to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And they can probably tell more about this. Graham Hancock also has his own show on Netflix now, discussing this exact thing. But yes, essentially they all indicate that there was an ancient, only in terms of time, but a severely more advanced civilization.
I could get behind that, considering the Mayan culture, the Egyptians.
Hindus, man.
No.
Absolutely. Have you read the Ramayana and Mahabharata?
I have read it, but there's not as such excavations, things that they found.
Of course. They found Dwarka by the coast of Gujarat, exactly where it was supposed to be, underneath the sea. And all these years, archaeologists were like, oh yes, Dwarka doesn't exist. It's just like a figment of one's imagination. Real city.
I don't know shit
the
about
Ram
Dwarka.
Setu bridge connecting
I mean,
India,
I did.
India, Sri Lanka exists.
I did,
Facts.
had a cheeky Google search about it, and it turned out to be,
Yeah, so these things exist.
I mean, true.
Yeah, Graham Hancock can talk all about this, but yeah.
But I think even then, what the other civilizations had in comparison to us is they actually used science to, do their shit. Like, how did they build the pyramids?
Yeah, but that isn't attributed to the Egyptians because the earliest pyramids, they say, obviously, it's spanned much, much before what we consider the Egyptian Empire.
I mean, yeah, but you get my point. It's not Egyptian,
really.
but
I actually don't see a point.
What the fuck?
I actually don't. Because
all I'm saying.
No, because I was of this belief, then I actually dug deep, and I'm like, wait, Hinduism is deep as shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm not comparing both of them, but what I'm saying is that, with whatever we had, Ramayana, Mahabharata, whatever we've discovered, is basically the utility or the way that they built things was much more advanced in the Mayan Empire, the Mayan civilization, or whatever, the Egyptian civilization, or whatever you would consider it. But yeah, that's all I'm saying.
They were simply a bit more material.
Exactly.
Yeah, one of the things that sets Hinduism apart.
Is
we'll get back to
spirituality.
Tom Cruise in a second, trust me.
Yeah.
One of the things that sort of sets Hinduism apart from, well, really any other religion out there, at least the ones that come to my mind, is that it's more so a journey inward.
That's true.
Versus a journey which consists of conquest outwards.
That's very true. Spirituality is at the core of
is huge.
Hinduistic beliefs.
The singular, the number zero, all of these sort of come together. Tesla hinted at this. Again, all of this you can hear on the Joe Rogan podcast from people who have done a lot more research on this.
Yeah. Like, he gets actual people who
are experts.
Done it. Who've actually, dedicated their lives. Just learning about this thing. So yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, Scientology actually has aliens in it.
Bro, that's fucked.
But as soon as Scientology, soon as they stepped into Tom Cruise's life, that's where his life sort of skyrocketed. Now,
that's something that I just heard. Yeah.
A chunk of it you could attribute to the fact that Scientology has deep pockets. It has a huge network of people. So to get this contract versus that's
true. Yeah.
But at the same time, when you look at Tom Cruise and his trajectory in life, the amount of work that he's put in compared to, I'd say, any actor in the world, regardless of the gender, sex, nationality, ethnicity, I don't care. Tom Cruise is miles apart.
I would agree. Yeah. I would agree with it.
And when you watch his movies, you realize, even outside of his IRL stuff,
IRL,
he's actually a good actor.
He is. I mean, I haven't watched enough movies.
Let me actually look up this one movie he was in with Jamie Foxx.
With Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
I think of.
Brilliant movie. Brilliant movie. Let me look this up. Why is my internet not working? Oh, I know why.
Because you're a dickhead.
That's fair. Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. You know what we need? We need another laptop. We need another laptop.
Why?
So that we can look shit up on the
Oh,
laptop.
that's true. We can have a Jamie.
I'd love to have a Jamie. Bro.
I'd love to have a Jamie.
Hey, anyone who's watching, we're not gonna pay you much, or we're not gonna pay you at all.
That's a nice pull, man.
Yeah, you know, we can grow. I think we have it in us to grow. Do you?
Oh, 100%.
Yes, so you know, we could be able to pay you at some point, but we can
Yeah.
pay you right now. We're in food.
Yeah, adding another depth to what Onzo said, we might not be able to pay you much now, but you'll be making bucket loads of money, when you're with us. Yeah.
Ponzi scheme.
No, Ponzi scheme. Stop
But yeah,
gaslighting ourselves.
But yeah, go ahead. Let's come back to Tom
But yeah,
Cruise. What was that movie?
It's called Collateral.
Collateral. Okay.
I think it came out in the early 2000s,
Mhm.
and Tom Cruise is a villain. It doesn't sound right because the
Oh,
dude's a hero in virtually
Yeah.
every movie. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like the Hollywood poster boy for heroes.
Yeah.
Action,
Not The Rock.
action movie. Yeah.
Rock, I love you, Dwayne Johnson. You're a bloody lovely person, but man,
Apparently, even The Rock is on steroids.
yeah, I don't think you can act, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you have such a big personality. Like okay, if I can like clear
His
this up for a sec.
personality lies in both his specs.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, his personality is his acting. You know what? Like
I mean,
acting,
yeah, that's true. That's fair enough. That's
yeah. Your personality is larger than the acting. That you
Yeah.
can never be a good actor.
you can try though.
You can try.
You can try.
Black Adam, pretty okay movie.
I mean, I liked it. It could also be because of the whole angle of what Black Adam is.
Yeah.
But
It was alright. It was.
I didn't really notice the acting as much as I did the plot, the whole setup of who Black Adam is.
Yeah, I think like he was what they call a passive character in the movie. So he didn't have any agency. Anything that happened plot wise pushed him forward.
True.
Otherwise, he just just stayed there.
To be fair, he was flat throughout.
Exactly.
Maybe that's what Black
Yeah.
Adam is in the
He's
comics
not,
as
though.
well. Is he expressive? No,
He's because the dude's angry.
that's true.
Like
Yeah, that's
people
true.
in the DC universe, and I'm not talking the one led by Pete Safran and what's his gun?
Tom Hiddleston.
James Gunn. James Gunn, is that
James
his name?
Gunn? I don't know who
Tom
you're talking
Gunn?
about.
What the fuck
I
is his
don't know
name?
who you're talking about, bro.
Is it James Gunn? I think it's James Gunn.
I haven't gotten into DC comics as much.
Yeah, James Gunn. And
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that universe. I'm talking about like the comic universe. Like
Mhm.
people know for a fact, don't mess with Black Adam.
Fair enough.
That Adam is not to be fucked with.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like a bloodlusted crazy Superman in which movie was it? In Injustice was able to make him say out Shazam, and that like rapidly aged him and killed him, but otherwise that dude is untouchable.
Jesus.
Like no one fucks with Kandak, where he lives.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you know what, this dude, all he wants is to keep Kandak safe, let's leave
Yeah,
him.
that's true.
Yeah,
He's just vibing.
exactly. And I don't think he was vibing enough in Black Adam, the movie. You know? But yeah, coming back to like an act. So yeah, Tom Cruise, he's not only a good hero, but he plays a really compelling villain. And it's a really interesting movie at the same time.
It
It
is.
sort of connects like a Quentin Tarantino movie. That's the only like glimpse I'll give you into
Oh yeah.
the beginning and the end. It sort of
Alright.
comes together very nicely.
Alright.
But
I'll watch it pretty soon.
yeah, one of the things that I do want to imbue from Tom's
Mhm.
life, Tom Cruise's life, into mine is this sort of ability to actually just push forward and do things.
That's fair
regardless
enough.
of what they are.
That's fair enough.
So
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. You
Mhm.
probably know this. You guys definitely don't know this, but I don't know how to ride a bike. I don't know how to cycle.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes.
So the first thing I want to do, I know it doesn't sound huge, it doesn't sound enormous or big, but I definitely
mad.
want to learn how to ride a bike.
Mhm.
Because when I first saw Tom Cruise in 1986's Top Gun, I'm like, not only do I want a leather bomber jacket, But at the same time, I also want a really cool Kawasaki bike.
Yeah.
And I want to wear my aviators, like lose a lot of weight, obviously, and like ride that bike into the sunset, bro. Oh,
That
the first
sounds
step
like a vibe.
to that particular dream is learning how to ride a bike.
It's learning how to ride a bike. Bro, to be fair, it's pretty easy. I think it'll take you maximum of 2 weeks to get fairly decent at it.
What? I know some people who
Better than
pick
decent.
it up in a day and like, oh yeah, I was
Yeah, I mean,
almost
obviously you can pick it up in a day,
Mm-hmm.
but then to know how to balance while you're riding,
Mm-hmm.
to know how to maintain your balance while you're taking a turn,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a higher speed than what the cycle would go at. But yeah, it's just there's a learning curve to everything. Obviously, the break in to actually riding a bike is a day at max for everyone, but you know,
Like
to get your
I've fallen
proper grip
down
on it.
too much, man. Just like riding a bike makes me cry.
Why?
It just makes me cry. I don't know. It sort of brings about this like very deep childhood embedded memory where I like fall or get hurt. I'm like, that's not a nice thing to think about.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I've fallen down many times. I used to like BMX. I had like 2 BMX.
You had a BMX, right?
2.
Yeah, that's sick.
I broke the first one when
Broke it?
Yeah, I fell, and then I fell in a way where the handlebars just turned. I didn't really get injured. I had like a couple of bruises, but that's about it.
Okay.
The second bike, I think someone stole it.
No.
Yeah. It's fairly common to happen in India though.
I think it used to happen. I think growing up, I heard everyone's bike gets stolen at one point or the other.
Exactly.
But yes, the lesson from the Muse of My Week, Tom Cruise, is that I really want to just throw myself into doing things, learning things, really find myself through it, and fall down a bit, get hurt a bit, but whole point is to keep learning and to do it as fearlessly as I can. Tom Cruise, thank you. I love you. Wow, I want to meet you once.
Fuck you, Tom Cruise.
Why would you say that?
You're a pussy. You're
He's a short
pussy,
guy,
yo. He's very short.
I think might be shorter than me.
Jesus fuck.
Okay, you're not exactly that tall. You're like, oh Jesus fuck.
I'm 5'11". I'm in that sweet spot.
I think you're more like 5'10".
No, I'm 5'11".
5'10".
5'11".
If you're 5'11", then I'm 5'9.5".
No, you're not.
How tall do you think I am?
You're like 5'7".
5'9".
I don't think so.
Pretty sure.
I don't think so.
5'8.5". Why am I breaking my weight down?
This isn't a bargain, bro. You're either 5'7" or you're 5'8".
I'm 5'8".
That's the maximum you could be.
What do you mean that's a...
Yeah.
You're not my dad.
I don't know about that, big man. Ask your mother.
Love you, Dad.
Sorry, auntie. Yeah. No, we're close to.
Yeah, we're gonna take a short break.
We're not gonna take a break.
Yeah, before
I'm gonna razzle dazzle and do something where we're not really interrupting
them for the next minute. You have a minute left exactly.
I mean, not really, but yeah.
Razzle dazzle.
I'm gonna razzle dazzle. I'm just gonna fucking blur it out. And
what are you gonna do instead?
I'm gonna blur it out. Put some shit like our logo, maybe frogs.
A logo with a frog.
I'm gonna just blur it out. Get up while I'm still talking. Shut that. Put it on again, and then be back. Bro. And they're gonna see that I'm getting up and coming back.
I wish I could do that.
It's just gonna be blurred. That's all it is, bro. I mean, it's better than just interrupting the flow of conversation.
Catch you in a second.
No, catch you right now. So a second, bro. It's
still halfway.
It's that easy, man.
Man,
it's that easy.
Oh,
you
got a warning for some reason.
What? Jesus. Okay, now fucking mic.
See?
Hope
See?
your mic picked it up.
I think it did.
I hope your mic
I'm gonna
picked it
turn
up.
my mic slightly this way.
Nah, it's still recording.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah. It's okay though, it's all gonna be blurred out. They're not gonna see what I did.
Yeah, we're not gonna tell you what happened. Hope you can guess it and put it in the comments.
Yeah, you can guess it by listening to the audio. You know? But yeah. I think it's just better that, just cutting up, taking a break. Rather just take 2 minutes, maybe a minute max, just get up.
Exactly.
Until I find a workaround, which I'm still working on.
I think.
Yeah. But yeah.
So when Onzo's workaround comes about, I have to tell you what we did during the last 3 recordings.
Yeah.
Is Onzo paused.
The first recording.
Onzo paused. He took a break for an hour. He smoked some hash.
I
And won some young gravy.
That's allegedly.
Okay. He allegedly smoked some grass from outside my house. I watched some young gravy.
Yeah.
And then we came back.
We came back. We care about you so much.
We're like, fuck these guys for an hour, man.
Flow of conversation in a podcast? Who does that? Imagine maintaining a flow.
Our technical handicap is our biggest strength.
I mean, maybe. Hopefully. Yeah.
My
We're
belly
back.
hurts.
Is this episode just gonna be 5 minutes of
Yep.
mischief laughing his ass? Oh Jesus! You good?
Oh, my belly hurts.
Are you good, my guy?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm good.
But yeah,
Water.
that's alcohol.
Water.
Okay then. But yeah.
Onzo,
Yeah.
what was your muse of the week?
My muse of the week.
Me. No. Sorry, go on.
Unless. But yeah, my muse of the week is probably fighting. Fighting, combat sports. But you know what? Combat sports is essentially fighting. So I'm just gonna rule it off to fighting.
Okay.
Like imagine probably thousands of years before now, when humans still existed. Obviously they did.
Yeah.
All they did was, fight to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you take the olden day man, and even if you consider the earliest of civilizations training their armies, they knew basically how essential fighting is to survival.
Mm-hmm.
And since I recently got back into my training, I've been doing boxing. I've been training in boxing for about 1.5 years at this point.
1.5 years?
Yeah, I started off in 2020 in the lockdown.
Nice.
Yeah. So boxing I've done about 1.5 years.
Mhm.
MMA has been about 6 to 7 months.
Okay.
So MMA, I mean, obviously everyone, or even if you don't know, MMA is just the mixture of multiple fighting styles: wrestling, BJJ, boxing, kickboxing, and basically any martial art goes. While boxing is just restricted to hand movements,
Mm-hmm.
punches. But yeah, coming back to the earliest of civilization, how essential to the human body fighting is. Those movements they're basically primal. Like even animals have developed various ways to hunt their prey.
Mm-hmm.
Like the predators especially, obviously.
That's true.
So yeah, my muse of the week is basically fighting. My hands are gone. That's why I'm so ronzo today. Because
I like the callback.
yeah, I can't
So
really
Ronzo.
I can't really straighten my hand out. That's because I
You've
did.
been wanking too much.
I've been wanking too much, and I've been getting back to MMA. So it was kickboxing this week, a little bit of boxing as well.
Okay.
I essentially when I had basic training, conditioning training, I think we call it, yeah. So I did biceps, and immediately the next day, what I did was shadow boxing with 2 kgs. So shadow boxing with 2 kilograms in each hand. So I think it just wore my muscles out, which is why I can't really straighten them up.
Jesus.
But yeah, I mean, that is how you get stronger. That is conditioning. That is how you're gonna punch harder, punch faster.
Can you get injuries such as, what is it? The golfer's elbow and the tennis elbow through boxing and stuff?
I'm not sure. So I can't really say if you can or if you cannot. But essentially, I think majority of the injuries that you do get when you're training for any sort of combat sport actually come out when it comes to wrestling, when it comes to BJJ, when you're basically training with someone who's on top of you or you're below them.
Okay.
Which is essentially the same thing now that I realized as soon as I said it. But if you're on top or if you're below, so you gotta move out, you gotta,
get out
change.
the locks, yeah.
If you wanna put a lock, you just don't wanna be on the bottom.
Right.
So you gotta move a lot. So in that moment, you can't tell where your opponent is gonna move as well. So that usually results in a lot of injuries.
Oh.
Yeah. When it comes to kickboxing, I think even kickboxing has risks of injuries in terms of how hard you're kicking and mostly how you're kicking. So when you're kicking, right, when you're doing a front kick, essentially what you got to do is this is your feet.
Yeah.
It's your foot. You turn your toes outwards.
Okay.
Because if you let them loose like this,
you're gonna break your toes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So exactly that. If you don't have the technique down, it could also result in injuries. But when it comes to boxing, I don't think while you're training, unless you're doing some weird ass shit, unless you're doing hardcore conditioning with weights and a lot of movements, only then can you get injured.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just it's very interesting to me, to learn all of these movements and know that it's not genes basically at this point. Everyone's got those fighter genes. But yeah, and also one fun fact, like I was looking up Krav Maga. Do you know about it?
Krav Maga, a bit. I just know that it's somehow Israeli in some ways.
It's Israeli and Batman uses it.
Really?
Yeah.
Which Batman?
All of them. Essentially, what Batman's fighting style is mostly Krav Maga.
Huh.
So Krav Maga is essentially a deadly martial art is what they regard it as, but
deadly martial arts?
Yeah, because I'll come back to that, but it's basically trying to immobilize your opponent as quickly as possible using any means necessary.
Is this immobilization through hits or is it through grappling and
everything,
taking them out?
Everything. You use all of it together.
Okay.
Yeah. You've seen Batman fight, right?
Are you saying it's an MMA by itself?
I wouldn't say that.
Because MMA is mixed martial arts, right?
Yeah.
So it's a mixed martial art because it has all of these things.
I wouldn't say that it's a mixed martial art. It is a martial art, I would say that.
Right.
But mixed is, taking it to the ground and everything. But when it comes to what your aim is when you're practicing Krav Maga is to get the fuck away from your opponent as quickly as possible.
Okay.
And that is by immobilizing them. So it was invented. It was during the time when there was a lot of shit going on in Israel, right? So there is no one said founder or a guy who invented it.
Okay.
But apparently there was this Jewish dude. It was a Jewish dude.
I would assume.
Yeah. But it's okay. I don't care. I'm just getting it back to me right now. So during the time of the unrest and everything, that dude moved to the UK. started, inventing this fighting style. And it was essentially to protect the Jews from the militias in the country. So it was intended for the common man to use it to get away from deadly situations.
Okay.
That is the core philosophy, I think, of Krav Maga.
Okay, so you hit and run, essentially.
Essentially, yeah. That was what it was meant for. But since it was so effective, even the Israeli army trains it.
Really?
Yeah, the Israeli army trains in Krav Maga.
So, okay, one question. So, does the Krav Maga involve crotch shots?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I don't know if it's a big part, but there's a lot of combos that start with.
Yeah, because
the
I
nut
would
shot.
imagine, because if you want to bring a dude down,
Yeah.
you kick him where it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Between
do.
his legs.
I'll show you a couple of videos later on, but yeah, it's amazing. That's probably the next martial art that I would want to try out.
Oh, you haven't tried it out yet?
No. And it's shots to the throat. It's, just doing this, bringing someone down, but this. Because this, like, I'm going to do this to you.
Yeah.
So you see that movement, that is something that...
It removes your orientation.
It removes your orientation. It's something that you can't really defend against unless you have a neck of steel.
Oh, that's true.
So it's... If you're doing a crotch shot, pair it up with this. Do an elbow, do a punch, take them down, whatever the fuck you want to do.
So would you say like Krav Maga is like a form of dirty fighting? Because
I wouldn't say
because
that.
like if you see combat sports,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Combat sports, you take something like the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
They have rules.
Yeah.
So no crotch shots. Right?
No crotch shots, no gouging.
No elbows.
They do elbows.
They do elbows. Okay, so no gouging.
No
nothing on the
shots
neck,
on the back.
Nothing on the neck. Right?
Yeah.
Nothing on the neck. Nothing on the back of the head.
Yeah.
So, but if you were to involve something like the Krav Maga, then wouldn't that, like, would it still have a place in combat sports? Because
that's why people in MMA don't really regard it as something that you could utilize well in a matchup.
Really?
Yeah. But if you're on the streets, Krav Maga.
That sounds,
I think that's what
that sounds
I would
anti-Semitic, man.
As we're talking about it, bro, it should
This is how the Nazis came about, bro.
it should have been there when the Nazis came. Trust. Hitler wouldn't be what he is.
Oh, that's
Wouldn't amount to what he was.
a little Polish bastard.
Fucking dickhead. If you're still alive, can you sponsor our podcast?
Why would you say that?
He's probably has hella money, bro.
Probably
if he's
in
still
Argentina.
alive. Yeah, exactly. He could give us some bank, man. But yeah.
I don't think I want his bank.
Why not?
Because there's certain kinds of money I think I am principled enough to say no.
Alright. Fair enough.
Some money I just won't take, man. Speaking of which, we want to now talk about all the kinds of companies and brands that think should sponsor us.
I'm not done with my news, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry. We'll get back to this in a second. So sorry.
Why are you skipping over?
Okay, so
Do you want to see my nuts? Because I'll show them to you.
I've seen his nuts.
No, he hasn't.
They're nice.
They're hairy. But yeah.
Krav Maga combat sports.
Mm-hmm. There is also one form of fighting style.
Hmm.
I don't remember the exact name. I don't remember where it is used, but I think it's somewhere in South Asia, around India as well.
Okay.
In which I think it was using 9 body parts. So they do kicks, both the legs, they do knees, they do elbows, they do punches. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Head.
Yes.
5.
So basically just that.
What about the other 4?
4, 8.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought they're gonna use like shoulders or something.
They do
football.
yeah, shoulders as well.
They use shoulders?
Yeah. It's more like this. The upward movement.
Okay.
Even they even use it in UFC.
Is this the one from South India?
I don't think it's from India.
Oh, it's in South
Asia. Yeah.
Okay.
But they use their head as well.
Is this the one from Thailand?
I'm not sure if it's Thailand. Could be.
Sounds like a Thai thing to do, bro.
True.
I have no idea what I meant by that.
I mean, Thai fighters are.
Because
they're made of steel.
Culture. Yeah.
They're made of steel. For sure.
Hmm.
But yeah, it uses the head as well. So the professional. Head.
Oh.
The professional matches that I saw, people are headbutting people.
Oh.
Fighters are headbutting each other.
That's some Zinedine Zidane shit.
Bro, imagine you combo it up with elbows, with punches, with kicks, and to finish it off, you're headbutting your opponent. That is brutal.
Mortal Kombat.
Imagine the conditioning that they go through. Like, what would they be doing? I don't remember. I saw it on a documentary called Fight World. I think it was called Fight World.
One of the things that I know about fighting, for example, is how the bones sort of heal themselves when you hit them critically. So, and I have personal experience from this.
Oh yeah.
It was very funny, but last year,
go on.
we went to a friend's resort.
Oh yeah.
We stayed in one of his villas, and I fell in the pool.
Jesus fuck.
And I hit my shin.
Okay.
Hit my shin on the corner of the pool, and it hurt like shit for the next 3 days.
For the shin, what's the most?
But
it is
the fact that now after a few days, I'm like, okay, it stopped hurting, but where I'd actually hit myself, I could feel a bump on it. And this wasn't like an injury bump. This was a bone bump.
Yeah, I've got one right now.
Exactly. So it's like, because I critically hit myself, my bone sort of grew over and made that part stronger. So like in martial arts, for example, these dudes like kick trees with their shins.
Exactly.
They do that sand work when that people like karate chop someone.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's something I might potentially want to get into.
Bro, exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? It is those primal movements that are coded into your fucking existence. That if you just hone them enough, you're probably gonna... Yeah, you're just gonna be a bit different biologically.
Yeah, because honestly, if you do it enough, right?
Yeah.
You do it throughout your life since you were a kid. Bro. That might stunt your growth. That's fine. That happens.
That's just though.
But then your children sort of get that, and they sort of do this. You do this like very weird, un-Nazi like selective breathing.
Selective breathing. Yeah.
So you know that show, Kengan
Ashura. Yeah.
Kengan Ashura. You know that whole line of people who have like those dark eyes, black eyes, but they're like a whole lineage worth of like fighters.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Like you could do something like that. Just like create monsters for the next 500 years.
I mean, as appealing as that sounds, I mean, after going through the whole ACL thing, both of my legs are pretty much, fucked already. But I would want that. But at the same time, is the payoff worth what I'm putting into?
I mean, okay, you said this to me, and you probably would want to tell them, but one of the sort of people you want to physically become like is Kaoru Hanayama from Batman.
Yeah, bro.
Right?
That is true.
Now, okay, if you imagine that guy.
Yeah, he's gone through some.
I think he could take on like at least 15 of those like family lineage martial arts scary people fighters, right?
Easy.
Now imagine the kind of conditioning they've had,
bro.
Right? Now there's also Kaoru.
Since
you want to be like him, these are some of the things that you would want to have to engage.
That man fucking fought with a shark.
Fought with a shark?
Yeah. It was either a shark or a whale.
Probably a shark.
Probably a shark.
Yeah. Whale's too big, man.
Yeah.
Whale's more what's whale's more Yujiro.
That's true.
Whale's more Yujiro.
Yujiro Hanma. Yeah. But yeah, if I do wanna have conditioning like that. I'm unsure though.
I mean, when it comes to injuries and stuff, you've obviously seen this guy, Ben Patrick from Knees Over Toes.
Yeah.
Right?
You've always told me so much about him. Yeah.
Like, one of the reasons my knees and my joints are in like really good condition is because of that guy.
Fair enough. Yeah, he does good shit.
Yeah, I didn't have injuries, but he himself had lifetime injuries. He had 3 of these knee replacement things, etc., etc. And this dude can like now do maneuvers which are impossible to like 99.9% of the world's population.
I could be swayed to, go hard.
Yeah,
but that means training for 3 hours every day for the rest of my life.
Something you can potentially get into after a while.
I definitely could do it right now even. But let's see.
Well, like you have to like still take care of things such as your CNS, right? Because like once your central neural system is fried, you can't do anything. So during the pandemic, for example,
even your nerve endings in your fingers and your
like okay, so like I'll tell you my experience with like CNS failure.
Yeah.
I'd exercise really hard, and I do this nuclear overload.
Doesn't look like it. I just had to do it, bro. It was right there.
For the culture, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's my guy.
But
don't leave me hanging, bro. Where go on? Sorry to interrupt
you. So I'd exercise really hard and do literally thousands of reps every day.
Yeah, I remember that time when you used to go hard.
I only managed it for 2 weeks.
Jesus, fuck yeah.
Because every day after I was done, my body would just heat up.
Yeah.
It would just warm up and I'm like, yeah, bro, I can't sleep. I'm not tired. I am tired. And my brain couldn't function. And you'd have to put yourself through like similar treatment for the rest of your life.
That's that thing, right? That is how you create that mentality.
It's some David Goggins shit.
Yeah. That is essentially how you create that mentality, I think. If you have that thing that you can't sleep, it's too warm. Do you remember that scene in One Punch Man? He's like, I used to sleep
without an AC.
With the blanket in summers, just to make my mindset go hard. Yeah, man, it's not for everyone, that's for sure.
Well, like definitely, it's like one of the biggest things I had to figure for myself out growing up is that I don't necessarily have to be hard for life.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I can be strong in some areas and like really relax in the others.
Yeah. That's that thing, right? That's that balance.
That's definitely something you have to maintain. So, I mean, even in your case, like, when it comes to Hanayama, maybe you could get that size.
I mean, you know me, how I used to train before my injuries. I used to do 2 hours at least.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you could, get that size because you're 5'11".
Nah, bro, he's taller.
He's tall. I know he's taller. He's like 6'4", 5". Yeah. But maybe you could get that size, but obviously replicating his strength is perhaps not possible because he's also in an anime.
Yeah, bro.
Fighting anime, to be precise.
Baki. Shout out.
Shout out to Baki, man.
Really good anime.
I found it in 2019 and I showed it to this guy.
Yeah. I fell in love with it. Because it's fighting, yeah. And that's my muse of the week, yeah.
Muse of the week.
Yeah, now back to
Tom Cruise and combat sports.
Yeah.
I hope we never have to mix that up.
You want to beat Tom Cruise?
No. Seems like a nice guy.
Let's beat Tom Cruise.
Why?
Because why not?
You'd probably just bully him for his height. And then I'd want to tag in because he's shorter than I am.
He's a fucking midget, bro.
Shout out to Bhala.
Nah, bro. Rage name.
Rage name. My bad.
Check out his YouTube.
Check out his YouTube.
Yeah.
Rage name.
Yeah.
Midget. Oh, but yes. Let's definitely like talk about the sort of companies and brands we'd want for them to sponsor us, like the kind of brands. What would that be like? You know the first one?
What?
Red Apple cigarettes, bro.
Red Apple cigarettes?
The ones which Tarantino uses in all of his
Oh,
movies.
yeah. Alright, yeah.
That's fun.
That's one.
Why? Because they're fucking cool.
Yeah. Why not? I would like them.
Yeah, the first Tarantino movie I watched was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, courtesy of this guy here.
Because there is one thing though. Tobacco people can't directly advertise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Affiliate marketing.
Who's buying fucking Red Apple cigarettes in India, man? Where do they sell them in India?
I honestly don't know, but I'd want to get like a pack for myself.
Yeah, let's find out. Let's see if we can get it.
But like even with Red Apple, like I would love to have them as a sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
But like if we were predominantly in India,
yeah,
I don't think people would understand just how cool the cigarettes are that we're smoking.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
A majority of the population wouldn't.
Plebs.
Okay. Scum of the earth.
We love you, India. Fuck you, T-Series.
Fuck you, T-Series.
What if they actually own YouTube, bro?
That's not possible.
Not possible.
That's not possible.
But yes, Red Apple.
Red Apple. Mm-hmm.
What about you? You have something in mind? A brand you'd like for to sponsor us?
G Fuel.
Why G Fuel?
I don't know. It sounds cool.
Like,
Tell me, what is that one brand that you've seen on people that you watch on YouTube? What brand are they promoting?
I know G Fuel is ballsy enough to support the out there creators.
Exactly.
Okay, G Fuel's on.
G Fuel. Guys, you've got a market with 1.3 billion people. You could probably have a total addressable market of about 50 to 75 million.
No, you get to have the entire 1.3 billion through us.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
Yeah.
Right now.
But to be honest, I could break down everything because we need some money.
We can talk about that. We'll hit you up.
Preferably our own flavor and a shaker as well.
Would you actually drink G Fuel though?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would. I think I'd probably want to try energy drinks so much.
I got the PewDiePie flavor when I was in the UK.
Really?
Yeah. It was amazing.
Was it nice?
Yeah, it was nice.
Damn.
It was amazing. That's why I said G Fuel would be one of the most, I think, the realistic ones that could potentially sponsor this podcast.
What about a car company? Which car company do you think would sponsor us?
Tata. Because we're speaking out to the Indian market as well.
That's true.
But at the same time, with the kind of shit that we do, I'm not sure if we would be predominantly targeting Indians.
Well, at least a subset of Indians.
Major subset.
Yeah. Yes. Which Tata car do you like a lot?
None of them.
What, you want them to sponsor you? You don't like their products, man.
I just want the money, bro. I just want the bags, homie. The bags and the racks.
It'd be pretty cool to have a Harrier, bro. Harrier's a pretty cool car.
Harrier is a nice car.
Harrier's a nice car.
And this is the second blush, the blush segment of the podcast where I just said it so that we don't lose the flow.
Almost fucked off to the back again.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all for you guys. It's because you should get uninterrupted.
Yeah.
Uninterrupted everything.
Yeah, we were perfectly okay with only filming for 29 minutes and 50 seconds.
Sponsors, this will be fixed as soon as you sponsor us. But yeah, to be fair, like the genuine car company that would like to sponsor us would probably be Maserati.
Maserati?
Yeah.
Why?
I just love their cars. People say that, Maserati is probably a cash burner of a car.
Because
because in terms of maintenance, in terms of how it runs as well.
Hmm.
But they're just brokies, I think.
The what?
Brokies.
What's that mean?
Do you not know? Top G refers to everyone as brokies.
Who's
People who
Top
can't.
G?
Me.
You sure you're not referring to that other baldy?
Yeah, I'm referring to him.
Yeah, see, I don't acknowledge him.
Andrew Tate.
I don't acknowledge him.
I'd love to have him on the podcast. So
I actually like to like talk to you and like talk to you in a way where you do this thing with others which you won't do with me. And you get into the face, and I won't let you do that.
he's a top G, bro. He's gonna do it.
It's
anyway.
called bullying. I don't like bullying, man.
That's fair.
Okay, what's
That's
a
fair.
brokey?
A brokey is someone who's broke.
And Maserati's broke?
Nah, brokies say that it's a cash burner of a car.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, I can't afford it, but I'd still say that it's probably one of the best design languages in a car ever.
It is a pretty car. I saw a lot of them in the back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love the designs.
I love their logo. The logo gets
Absolutely love their logo.
It's a bloody trident.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Maserati is a pretty car.
Yeah. Well, what car company would you?
I'd want to be sponsored by. I like BMW.
No, that's a fair choice.
Yeah, BMW. It's a safe choice.
It's a
BMW, Mercedes.
Mm.
I don't. Doesn't really matter.
Alright, fair.
As long as like someone else is driving the car for me, I am Gucci riding in any car.
Fair enough. I mean, as long as you don't really have that kind of passion or the likeness for driving.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Really, never had that.
Yeah, then you have
I
no
think
authority.
I think it really came down to the fact that I never rode cycles, so I never had that exhilarating. Oh, I'm going faster than I usually do. Feeling.
You know, once you get used to the feeling of that torque, and once you start liking it, it just changes things. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I haven't ridden in the fastest of cars, but I've ridden in cars in a manner that, you know, it's gonna red line, go as fast as possible on every gear.
Okay.
Just to get the feeling, just to get that feeling of getting pushed.
Okay, no,
back
I
into
do
the
have a
seat.
car. I'm so sorry for interrupting.
No, that's okay.
Like outside of redlining and that exhilarating feeling that comes, Tesla, Elon,
Please.
like this dude.
I would suck your dick.
Sleeps with the boner thinking about you every night of every day.
I actually got a new Twitter account. I got a new Twitter account, and the only tweets I like are Elon Musk.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tesla, I like Elon. I've ridden in a Tesla. It's a beautiful piece of machine, man. It's BEA. Beautiful.
When I went to the UK for the first time ever, when I was just checking into my accommodation, the car that came to pick me up from the airport, Tesla.
Bro,
it was a vibe. Yeah, it was a vibe. It was a blue Tesla. Yeah, it was sick. The only bad part about it was that it didn't have enough storage in the back for all my bags. But that's because I had three
you
huge.
were going to go live there.
Yeah, so I had 3 huge bags as well. Well, it still fit. I still reached where I wanted to.
That's nice.
And a real good car. Makes no noise. That's probably the only complaint that I have. Not just with Tesla, but electric cars in general.
They don't have that car feeling.
They don't have that car feeling when it comes to the noise. Like what that typical noise that would come out of a internal combustion engine or whatever it's called. I don't know exactly what it's called, but that noise is one of the things that I love about cars. Even if I'm not in the fastest ones, if I'm redlining, they're gonna make some sort of noise.
Yeah, it's called a car dying in on itself.
No.
I know.
Dying in on itself. Fucking.
When I was a kid, that was the most logical conclusion I came to when a car made a noise. Because like when you get hurt, you cry, you shout, you scream. So I assumed a car made that noise because it was dying.
To be fair, when it does make that noise, you're making the engine go faster on that particular gear
You're overclocking
than
the
it
engine.
could. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Speaking of overclocking, I'm so clever. But what sort of like computer brand would you want for to sponsor us?
You know it already, man.
Yeah, Onzo wants Razer, bro.
I have everything Razer. I have a MSI laptop, but the sticker that I got with my headphones, it's on the back, on top of the MSI logo.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I really love Razer. Of every peripheral, Razer.
Peripherals are nice,
Yeah.
especially when they're from Razer. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's I think it's all because of the RGB chroma.
Mm.
Razer chroma, yeah, bro.
I think I'd rather go with Asus.
Fair enough.
Because-
Good pieces of
Yeah, I
technology.
think Asus can like better support us with like entire CPU systems instead
That's
of
true.
just like a laptop.
That's true.
Yeah.
But Razer Blade is sick.
Razer has that, it has a Tesla feel. to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it has a Tesla feel.
It's
to it.
basically the Apple of computers.
Yeah, it really is.
Mm. Yeah. That's a Razer, yeah, man.
Razer.
I love them. Love them to death.
What about a lifestyle brand? What about clothing?
Clothing. You know I'm working on my own brand, so I'll probably put that as a self-sponsor.
Eat your own money.
Exactly, man. To be fair, one of the things that I was planning with that brand is if it does take off and generate some sort of revenue, I'm probably gonna put in some of the revenues to our production.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, out of the first collection, definitely.
That's so sweet.
Because I want to draw this and that at the same time.
That's true.
I mean, everything that I do is an extension of myself, essentially.
Yeah.
So I'd like to put in money.
No, absolutely.
Anywhere that I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice though. Everyone, please, clap for Onzo.
Nah, don't. I will kill you if you're clapping right now. I will murder you. I will put a blade in between both of your eyes.
Onzo really enjoys a thankless existence. Don't
Yes.
clap for him.
That's all the childhood trauma. Why are you laughing at my trauma, bro?
Oh, I know another brand.
Yeah, go on.
I know another brand.
Go on.
I want a really nice fabric company to sponsor us so we can make our own clothes.
That's true. Much.
Something like Raymond.
What?
Raymond has
Raymond?
really nice cloth, man.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Definitely.
Because, I don't know, I can never see myself wearing hyped clothes.
That's fair.
Like,
I can't see you that way.
Yeah,
as well.
if I'm fitter, I'd rather wear a bespoke something rather than this is only 1,000 pieces left. Please buy this piece of t-shirt.
Taking
Not
a
about
dig
that.
on my brand, bro.
No. I mean, you do you.
Essentially,
I will buy your clothes.
mine isn't like a hype thing. It's more a sustainable thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not think that was the direction you were going with it.
Yeah, it's the manufacturers that I've been looking up. They're all there's a particular standard widely accepted all around the world. And there's only a chosen few manufacturers that do that sustainable. I think it's recycled or some. I'm not sure. I've just recently been reading up on it.
Okay.
But it's essentially green clothing.
Green clothing. Yeah, that makes sense.
They pay their farmers well. They pay their employees well. And it's all better for the environment as well. And what I'm trying to do with my brand is I'm probably gonna release enough collections. So my first is gonna be 50 items, right? For 50 of each. I'm gonna keep increasing 5 every collection until it reaches. I'm thinking 120.
120.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's 70, and 70 divided by 5, whatever. 14 different lines, maybe more. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe 420.
How many 420 is nice.
Yeah, exactly.
How many are you gonna have like a whole like fall section and a summer section
Yeah, exactly.
and a winter section?
That depends. So probably the first one that I would be releasing would be summer. Keeping it on hold for now.
Mm-hmm.
The first one would be summer.
Summer.
Yeah. I'm gonna see from there.
You know what?
It really depends on my mood.
You know what would be really cool?
Yeah.
If there could be like a marketing campaign which isn't launched for you, it's launched for the people that like your brand.
That would be sick.
And they just call it Vibe 2023.
I would honestly put that on the blackboard. And if at some point there's people who like my shit, who like what I'm doing, I'm creating that for the people.
Yeah.
So why not? I don't see an issue with that. That's a great fucking idea, though.
Vibe 2023.
Yeah.
Sounds like a nice idea.
Definitely not Vibe 2023.
Okay.
That's a dumbass name, bro.
Why would you say that, man? It just make me feel bad.
But yeah, lifestyle, man. Yeah.
Now you probably think that Summer of '69 was like a dumb song name.
Yeah, not 69. Can't really say that was dumb.
I swear to God, all the people in the world, most of the people in the world who get excited with the number 69 are the people who've not done any 69.
I've not done 69. It's just a fun number.
What are the brands?
Lifestyle, okay.
Shoe brands.
Shoe brands.
What would you want?
What would you want? You go first.
I would want, shoe wise, I would go with Hush Puppies.
Fair enough.
Hush Puppies.
They do good leather shoes.
Hush Puppies or Steve Madden. One of them.
Both do great shoes.
Yeah.
They've got great quality.
How about you?
I'm gonna say Nike. Yeah. Because that's sick. And that's been one of my things when I was growing up as well. Like, I love Nike shoes.
Okay.
The Air Force Ones. Fucking broke it out for 6-7 years, bro.
That's true.
Those shoes, yeah, man. Those shoes can last. Plus, even the Jordans. Yeah. Jordans are sick. Obviously, they've become hype culture, all of that. But all of the Jordans had some sort of story attached to them.
That's very true.
Yeah. I like them. Yeah, Nike.
You know what we should do? We should create like a board of like all the brands that I want.
Yeah.
All the brands that you want.
Yeah.
And then we get all of them.
We're coming for you. We're coming for you.
If you're listening and your name has been spoken, you have been summoned.
You have been summoned. Come here. Come to daddy.
Watch brands.
Watch brands. Oh.
Watch brands.
Yo, that's sick. I don't see, no. I'm not sure. There's so many that I would. Hey, you go if you have a.
Tag here.
Yeah. Tag Heuer. Yeah.
Tag Heuer.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce that bloody
Tag
name.
Heuer.
Tag Heuer.
Yeah, it's a sick brand.
Yeah. I am in love. I've told you this. I'm in love with their Grey Man collection. Oh. Come to Papa, please. Please.
I'd like Rolex to sponsor us.
I know Rolex is just. Okay, so. Rolex really came on my radar in the middle of 2017.
Okay.
And even at that point, I thought it was so fucking overdone. I'm like, I don't think I respect people who wear Rolexes. Because of the fact that literally everyone else fucking wears it. I don't know, maybe I just have this thing. No, I think it's just like a personality thing. But if everyone's doing it, it somehow just pisses me off.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You hit the bandwagon effect.
Yeah, it's too much.
Fair enough. But what I really love about them is just the quality of the watches they produce.
I've never worn a Rolex.
I've held the Rolex, I've worn it. I don't own one.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to own one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just love the feel. It's like if you buy that watch, that could be like one of the best ones in your collection. Not to say that to have a collection you need a Rolex, but yeah, it's just something personal, something that I like.
That's fair. Rolex and Tag Heuer.
Rolex and Tag Heuer.
Nice. What about underwear brands?
Calvin Klein.
Jockey.
Bro, fucking jockey, bro. They make good underwear.
They make decent underwear. I had one pair of Calvin Kleins and they just store.
What?
Just store.
If you shot, they're gonna tear.
No, I didn't shot. They just store by themselves.
How?
They're just sitting in my cupboard one day. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wear my CKs and they're just torn.
You probably did something then.
Why would I do something to them?
I don't know.
I
You
didn't
probably
do
stretch the shit.
Well, okay, at this point in time, I was at my fittest.
Then you.
Not possible that I told.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I only wear jockeys.
Fuck me, man. I only wear CKs.
Really?
Look at this. What is that?
Oh.
Yeah. Only them, man.
That looks like a knockoff for some reason.
I got it from the store if it is a knockoff. Fuck you, Calvin Klein. If it's a knockoff. Otherwise, please sponsor us.
Hey, otherwise, please sponsor us. And please make something that fits my size.
Well, but to be fair, we've been going on about who should sponsor us for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, because it's important.
It's important.
They're gonna sponsor us for fucking life, obviously. They have to have like a whole segment. I know we haven't exactly worshipped you, but the fact that we want you says something, right? You made an impression upon our minds.
Upon our consumeristic, capitalism-driven minds.
Exactly. Give us your money. We're gonna make good on your name.
We're gonna make your machine run better.
Exactly. Like a powered up dildo, like the.
You see this?
Honestly, though, the bonk, that.
He was really fucking compromising on the production, man. To be fair, all of this is actually to produce a better audio quality, but the video is just fucked, man. You know, there will come a time where both the audio listeners and the video watchers, viewers,
one day, you know, like even before we get into editing, it's going to be synchronized.
Exactly.
I think that needs to be the next milestone.
Yeah, bro. Honestly. Nah, to be fair, the next milestone is getting a studio.
I think it's getting the synchronization.
Fair. I mean, we could probably do that soon. Pretty soon, yeah. Yeah, let's see.
Can't we like tear into your camera, like fix some of the wiring up?
It's not got anything to do with the wiring. You dumbass.
I think I see things very differently.
Yeah, you do.
Just really retarded.
How do you tone Calvin Klein underwears? That's how you see.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I think that was probably a knockoff.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
So wait, is your claim that Calvin Klein's never tear?
No.
So you've told them?
I haven't told them. But I can't be making a claim that they never tear.
But in your experience, they never have.
In my experience, they never have.
Thus, they don't tear. Say that so they'll sponsor us.
As far as I know, Calvin Klein.
As far as he knows and completely and utterly believes.
Calvin Klein's never tear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love how the most effort we put into one of these guys sponsoring us is Calvin Klein underwear.
That's literally the only thing that no one else can see. when you're wearing them or when you're using it.
Yeah, it's not like now I'm gonna walk out with my 3-piece shirt and just like my underwear
Exactly,
like
man.
sticking out.
Fuck the Tesla. Fuck the fucking Tata, Maserati, the Rolex. Calvin Klein's where it's at.
Calvin Klein, bro.
Yeah, man.
Calvin Klein's gonna get us the synchronization,
Yeah.
the studio,
Exactly.
happiness,
Happiness.
everything else.
Yeah.
Okay, but honestly speaking, like I think we can't understate the importance of CK as part of one of the sponsors we want. Because they literally have our balls in,
Exactly,
in their
man.
hands, bro.
You've got mine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Speaking of balls, do let us know who you want the World Cup to win. But is there any part of our body or existence that we think we should also get a sponsor for? Sony.
Sony.
Sony would be nice.
I want a PS5.
Yeah, I just want like every PS that comes out, every like PS headphone that comes out, every game that comes out.
Every game that comes out. That'd be sick. Imagine having a PSN account where all the games you just have to download them. You don't have to buy them.
Reload like at one of those arcades or something.
Yeah, exactly, man. But that'd be so sick.
Ooh.
But yeah.
What else?
I think we should
There must
probably get away from talking about sponsorships.
There must be something else. I think we're missing one.
Alcohol?
We already talked about cigarettes, so alcohol is the next best thing, yes.
Yeah.
Which one?
Personally, I gotta think. I
You
gotta think.
got a thing.
Yeah.
What thing?
I gotta think which brand should sponsor us.
Which one?
I don't know. I like Jack Daniels, but at the same time, it's just.
But they also have JD Honey, which is like
Which is.
superior to like the next level.
It's yum. I would want Jägermeister to sponsor us because that's one of my favorite things to have when I'm out. When
We can put that on your side of the board.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put Jägermeister.
Mhm.
Is there anything else that comes to mind?
Not really, no.
Must be something.
I haven't had enough wine brands to know,
Hmm.
but I do love wine. Probably another wine brand.
I only know like Indian brands.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Exactly.
I'd want a number of. No, there's no cocktail company, so to speak. So one thing you should know about me is I like to chit chat and I like to drink cocktails.
Cocktails.
Cocktails and chit chats where I'm at.
Jesus. Look at Eminem over here, man. Spitting out bars.
Well, a cocktail was sick. If I could have like just like a small, personalized, bespoke cocktail maker company that also supplies us with cocktails. If there is a brand like that out there, sponsor the both of us. Please. That's the only thing I want.
Alright.
Alcohol. JD Honey probably on my side.
Yeah. JD's is good. It's not bad. But yeah.
Yeah. Solid.
We've put in 30 minutes
of just
sponsorships. people who were watching us, it was just like sort of the brands we like.
Yeah.
More than things that, where we want to sponsor us. We obviously want sponsors.
No. We absolutely want them to sponsor us.
Yeah.
The more the merrier.
But yeah, it's like a good look at what our preferences are when it comes to different things.
Actually, like, whenever you do read this, see this, watch this, hear this.
Who's gonna read this?
This. Anyway,
we're not fucking putting effort into
fine,
typing everything out for
shut
someone,
up.
man.
Whenever you do view this,
Yeah.
do let us know who you would like to sponsor you. And that'd be cool.
Sponsor you.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Just raise their standard of living.
No, seriously, like I feel like the meaning of sponsorships really took on like a different light as soon as hype culture became a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are like, okay, I want this and I want that, and they became
That's true.
famous because they needed those things
Yeah,
and they
that's
were
true.
given freely to them.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Huh.
Like most of these things that I just mentioned, I can probably afford most of the products, but it'd be really cool. Like
If
really
it was
represent
given
them.
to us free.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. If we represent them. No, no, get them for free. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you mean get for free?
Yeah, that's true.
I get your products, you get free.
You get free.
Oh. Well, yes. If you stuck around for as long as you did, thank you so much. We do love each and every one of you came to watch us. And apart from that, I am Mischief.
Go suck a dick.
And this is Soronzo.
Soronzo.
This was the This Is Fecked podcast.
We're probably gonna be back soon, so please watch our next episode.
Yeah, we loved having you over. And
Please give us views.
yes, please do like, share, and subscribe whenever you do see this.
And it's an open invite to anyone who's watching, or who's been watching, or has watched any of our shit. You're free to use our shit, meme us.
Yes,
We don't really give a shit.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, because when you consider this, me and Onzo, the one reason we connected was because of memes.
Exactly.
And then we became living memes.
Mm-hmm.
So the more you can meme us, the
Yeah.
harder we'll suck your cock.
We don't give a shit.
Okay, we probably won't do that last part, but you get the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for having come watch us.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope you have a pleasant evening wherever you might be. Thank you so much.
Yeah, go fuck
Bye-bye.
yourself.
Why would you say that?
Suck your
I
mom.
was so nice.
Suck your mother.
Alright guys, see you soon.
Blurring out. Fuck
Bye bye.
off.